Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for a little bit of a different video. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a Let's Build series where I build in real time and kind of walk through what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish. And this is going to be my attempt. I'm super nervous about it because I don't really like building in real time because, contrary to popular belief, I make a lot of errors and change things a ton. You guys pretty much only see the final product, so this is going to be very nerve-wracking for me, but I'm really excited, and I wanted to build an inn. Now, I say an inn typically is like a bar with places where you can like rent out rooms and stuff like that. We might do that, but I'm kind of thinking of just making like a pub. This is where the Old Quarter Inn is or was in Windenburg, and I thought it would be a great place to kind of kick this off. I was also doing a little bit of searching around like on Pinterest, and I found this one inn. It's in Kersey, which is in, I think he said it was in Suffolk. I could be incorrect, it could be Ipswich, but it's in the UK, and it is an old historic inn. It was built in like 1300. It's very, very old, very historic, and really, really pretty, and I thought it would fit Windenburg really nicely, so I guess we will go ahead and kick this off. Okay, so first things first, I want to get the shape, and as I say that, I'm already making mistakes. So I want to make the shape first, and this is a very kind of rectangular building. It's not anything super fancy, but I do want to put, I think maybe like a 3 tile. I'm not sure if that's going to be ideal. I'm also going to change the lighting really quick. Yeah, I kind of like that lighting better. I think the morning light's nice. So this is going to be where the doorway is. I want to place an archway here. I think we'll go with this bigger one. And I know that I want to go for the darker brown swatch of the wallpapers that we got with Get Together, but I think they're under paneling technically. No, they're under here, under the stone, which is kind of funny because yeah, I guess this is stone. So anyway, so this is going to be kind of an archway, and what I want to do is I want to potentially have like this little jutting out piece. Now bear with me because what I'm thinking is kind of like a window like this, but I don't want it to look too overbearing, I think, with the way that this is going to look. So I want this to kind of overhang a bit, but again, I don't want it to look really awkward. Maybe that will suffice. I think that'll be okay. And then the rest of the shape is basically just going to be a big rectangle. So we're going to kind of go like this. It might end up being a little bit bigger than I was anticipating, but we'll kind of do this here, drag that out just a little bit. Is that enough? I feel like that's enough. Okay. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. I kind of like this shape. It's very reminiscent to, like, it's kind of making me think of the build by Devin Bumpkin in Henford-on-Bagley, where he built the pub. I almost want to make this just like a pure rectangle, but at the same time, I want there to be some interesting pieces that kind of make it look like a Tudor-style build. I think that's the main goal, is I want it to fit in with this world. And I don't really know how I'm going to do that yet, so I guess we'll see. But let me at least get the roof pieces down here. Now I want the roof pitch to be a little bit higher just because I do see that in a lot of the architecture in this world. So we're going to increase it just a little bit. We'll place this here, and I think I might have to make this a little bit wider because what I want to do is I want to do a little jutting out piece up here as well. But I kind of want it to be 3 tiles wide. But I suppose I could do, we're going to do this. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to make it one tile wider because I really want to have a jutting out piece, like a window or something upstairs like that. And see, this is kind of what I'm talking about. I want to do this. We do have a window in the Build by catalog from Get Together that is similar to that, but I kind of like making my own sometimes. It's similar to dormers too. Like I try to make my own dormer sometimes. There are definitely times where that does not work, but sometimes it does. So let's just fix this here. Okay, so we just have a big rectangle, which is totally fine. And I'm going to drag this over here. Now, I've had some people ask me about this. This is actually a great time to show you. So I try to hide this little like piece here this little bottom, I'm not even gonna call it trim, but it's kind of like a trim. And I try to hide that when there's two roof pieces that kind of overlap like this. So you can grab this little arrow here. I hold down Shift and then click, and then you can drag it back. And then what I do is I copy it. And you can do the same with this little arrow here. If you hold Shift, it only affects one side. So you can see it disappears into the roof, but you can still kind of see the pitch over here. It's kind of nice. It's a nice way to hide roof pieces that you don't really want to be seen. Okay, so this is kind of the shape. Again, we might make adjustments. This is turning into a much bigger structure than I was anticipating. But let's finish up the roofing. We might add a few jutting out pieces to the back as well. I just don't really know yet. We'll kind of see. Let me fix that roof pitch there. And then go back over here. Okay, and now let's grab our, I kind of really want, I want this dark one. See, I just made that Tudor house recently that I shared over on the community tab, and it made me really want to build something else here. And I mentioned that I wanted to originally use the darker wood tones here. But I loved the white, like in that build, I thought it came out really nice. So we're gonna use the darker ones here. And I kind of want to make this a little bit dynamic. So we'll grab a few different ones. I love that about these wallpapers, by the way. I love that they are so dynamic and you can make all these different kind of patterns and things if you want to. So we'll grab this, we'll grab that. See, and we'll kind of have these little angled pieces over the side here. So we'll do this. Though it does get a little bit tedious. I admit it's a little bit tedious, but I still really like it. I don't think we'll do that here. We'll kind of just wrap these around here. Okay, so I put that around the entire build. I just kind of cut forward a little bit because it was a bit tedious. I think we're gonna go for a darker roof too. I think it'll match really nicely. Oh, that kind of looks nice. I enjoy that. And we'll get a roof trim here too. I think I'm gonna go for the black. Now I think this roof is technically supposed to be black, but it kind of looks bluish brown. We're just gonna go with it. I feel like this black is subtle enough that you can use it with the darker woods, but I might change my mind. I don't know. I also want to add a trim here. I love this simple exterior trim. It's one of my absolute favorites. Sometimes I use it just to separate, see like the two different stories. I love doing that. And if I have jutting out pieces like this, it kind of gives them a little bit more oomph. That's what I'm gonna say. It gives it a little bit more oomph. It might not to you, but I really enjoy it because it kind of shows that this is a little bit of an overhang without it being too dramatic with like a full tile. Does that make sense? Like if I were to drag this out here, it still looks nice, but I think it starts to just get very long on all the different sides, and I don't really want to do that. So we're going to drag that back. Now I want to try to find some windows. I think we're going to stick with Get Together. Yeah, we're going to stick with Get Together. Now, I'm not going to use any of the stained glass. I think it's very pretty, but it's not really what I'm feeling for this build. I think I'll use this window here. That's really pretty. And we'll use these House on the Hill windows. See, that's what I'm kind of talking about with the windows here. I could use, ooh, see, because we have this version. Again, it's the stained glass, so I don't really want to use that. But we do have another version of kind of like a bay window from Cottage Living. This one here. And I think it'll still work. I feel like that looks really nice. I like that a lot. I'm going to keep it for now. We might change our mind a little bit, but we shall see. We'll get back to Get Together. Now, this is going to be challenging, and I was thinking about this as I was putting the structure together, is the windows up here. This is going to be tough because I want to use the same windows across this second story, but see, it's going to be slightly covered from the roof. Is that what we want? It looks nice, but I don't know if that's exactly what I'm going for. And now the more I look at it, I feel like this window is almost a little bit too decorative compared to the other windows I'm using. I wonder if we could just use... Oh, I don't think we have... Oh, we do have a dark brown swatch, but I don't really want this to fit into Henford on Bagley. I don't know, I feel like some pieces from Cottage Living and then from Get Together can cross over, but I know that they are intentionally different styles at the same time. So I don't really want to make that commitment in my head either. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and drag this window over here. And we'll figure out the other window placement later because I don't really know what I want the floor plan to look like. I don't know what I want this layout to look like whatsoever, so I don't really want to commit to anything. But I do want to put, if possible, well, I wonder if we could do this. Oh, that's not going to work. Could technically work there, but what's the point, right? It's kind of what I'm thinking is like, what's the point? It could go there, but it almost looks a little bit small. So I'm kind of changing my tune here. Maybe we'll put some flower boxes. Do we have a dark brown? Oh, we do have a dark brown. Not quite dark enough though. Maybe we'll just use the get together ones. I kind of like that idea, and we'll size them down one. But now this is where things are going to get a little bit dicey, because I can't really put this flower box here because it'll be covered. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll put them on the larger windows, and then we can use the smaller flower boxes that we got with this pack and put them here. We could even put 2. That would be kind of nice. Oh, but only 1 there. Ugh. I don't know if I like that. I feel like it looks awkward. Maybe we can come back to it. I don't know. Because I also don't want to put a flower box on every single window here, I don't think. Oh, it's just going to be too much. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay. We'll kind of leave it at that. Now, I do want to raise this up by 2. I always need a foundation. Like, building on a lack of foundation for me is really difficult. I feel like everything looks oddly flat. I don't like it. So I'm going to add a foundation here just to kind of like appease my brain for a second. We might change it later, but I think for now that's okay. And now I want to get some of these walls out of the way. I don't think I'm going to floor plan this right now. We're really going to work on the exterior for this part. So that's what I'm trying to determine, as well as how we can break apart this Let's Build series. I think we'll just kind of go with it. I don't really know what to do, but I think this part here, this is going to be an entryway. That's all I know. So that's going to be an entryway, and I want to choose the door real quick. Again, the cottage living one is really calling my name, but I think I'll stick with this one from Get Together as well. I love the knocker. It makes me very, very happy. And we'll put some stone inside right in this doorway. I don't know if we're going to be carrying that through the entire interior, but we might. We absolutely might. And I also want to use a flagstone flooring. Now, what was catching my eye was this one, this quaint flagstone, but it's a little bit too light, I think, for the color scheme I've gone for. So I'm going to try a few different things too, like this artiform cobblestone. No, I don't like the rounded pattern, and this is all brick. I wonder if we could do this. Is this a little bit too dark? I mean, it works. And it's cracked. Like, I do want it to look a little aged, so we could do that. We could also do this one. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Yeah, we might be able to do that. That works for now. If I find something else, or if you guys are thinking of another flooring, like if there's another one that you think would match really well, definitely sound off in the comments, because I would love to know. I think that looks really cute so far. I'm actually shocked. I really didn't think this was going to turn out really, really nice, but it's kind of working for me. Now, I do want to use these, the King of Corbels. Indeed. I wish to put these here. I know they're going to stick out from that trim, but I kind of don't care. And now I'm going to put these up here too. Please ignore some of the outbursts. Like, if you're wondering, this is actually what my thought process is when I'm building. I'm just saying it out loud now. For all of you to hear, which is just so embarrassing. But we're going to put a few of these here. I want them to almost be identical. Okay, so I put the corbels around most of the build, but I am debating whether or not I want to put them here. The only reason I'm debating is just because, again, they jut out from the roof trim, but I feel like it's a necessary detail for builds like this, so I might just leave that there. I wonder, does this look okay, or does that look weird? I think we can ditch them for the lower level there. So I think that looks really nice. I do want to add, I think I want to add a smokestack here, or a chimney, whatever you would like to call it. I'm going to add one here. Now, what frustrates me about some of the get-together stuff, like we have that stone texture that we used in the little doorway. I hope you guys enjoyed that crash from upstairs. My neighbors are a little bit loud. Anyway, so what irritates me about the stone is that we don't have one that doesn't have the framing at the bottom. So you see what I mean? Like we have the framed one here and we have this one, which is really pretty, but then we have framing all the way up the top. It drives me nuts. I know it's a very small detail. I should just get over it, but it drives me crazy. And I kind of wish that we had a version where it didn't have that detail all the way up. But I think we're going to do this, I think. And if not, we're just going to put these little like chimneys on the roof itself. But let's grab this one, just a darker toned one. And let's see how that looks without raising it up. Oh, guess what, everybody? I hate it. No, I actually do hate it. We're going to get rid of the chimney. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put these on the roof instead. I think that would be fine. Yeah, that makes me happier. Because I also want to put another one here. Because I'm trying to make this quirky and a little bit spicy. And I think we're going to put this here. Put some kind of like in this nook. I don't know why. I don't know where this comes from, but I always try to put chimneys in little nooks like that if I want it to be a little quirky build. I think I did that in my Good Witch's cottage as well, and it doesn't make any sense. Like clearly those aren't attached to anything, but I do it anyway, and I don't know where it comes from. Now I could make my own dormers, but I think I'm just going to use these for now. This almost looks like a house. This might as well just be a house at this point. I don't know, but that's what we're kind of going for here. Now I do want a pub sign. Like I need to have a sign somewhere, like a bar sign, to indicate that this actually isn't a home, because I feel like it looks like one. So we're gonna go into Get Together, and we're gonna look for some decorations. Oh wait, we have this one, Ye Old Bar Sign. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that is thrilling to me. Now let's size it up. Oh, that's very big. Maybe, should it go in the center, do you think? I feel like that could be nice. I don't really know where these signs would be seen. It could go in the center like this. It could go off to the side of the build. I guess it really depends on how you're looking at it. I mean, that does work. What are the swatches of this? Oh, these are nice. It's kind of different because of the lighting that I have right now, but I think that's kind of pretty. Okay, I'm thinking this one. I feel like the wood tones match, and I like the green. Ties in with, you know, the flowers and everything. We'll get that for now. That might change. We might put it off to the side here and make it bigger, but I might need to use the tool mod to do that because sizing it up 2 times was a little bit too big for me. I wasn't a huge fan. But let's actually add, I'm thinking of adding a window over here. Yeah, I think we'll get the Ye Old Windenburg window. Cute. Okay. Matches in the wood tone, and it's small enough. The one from Get Together is a little bit too big. Like the trim is a little bit too big on the window. So I think that this will work. Should I put one here? No. No, we won't even put one there. Okay. That works great. Now something else I want to do. I don't know if I want to use the ivy that came with Get Together or if I want to spice things up a little bit. We could put some wisteria, but I feel like that really doesn't fit. Let's see. I'm also very tempted to use this bougainvillea base. I don't even know how to pronounce half the things here, but I'm thinking of using it to frame the doorway. Now, it might seem a little bit off, but I'm like kind of irritated by the doorway because it's just an archway. I wish that we had a stone version that matched all the Get Together stuff that we could actually use as an archway. But we are out of luck, so I might just use this. We might remove it. I might not like it after all, but I guess we'll see. I just have to size it down. I'm sizing it down too with the shift bracket key as well. And so far I kind of like it. Oh, I feel like it looks nice, but maybe what we'll do is we won't even frame. Oh, that's an idea. We don't even have to frame the whole doorway. Maybe what we can do is just simply have it climbing up one side of it. That might look kind of nice. Again, we could change it, but I feel like it adds a little bit of color to the build. The flower boxes do that too, but I'm really liking this. I haven't used it in so long. It's okay. We'll sit on it. It's okay. But what I am going to do, because I think I want this to be a little bit off-centered, so let's just grab this. We're going to move the entire lot. We're going to move it over, maybe here, because I might want to fence this lot in. I haven't decided yet. Oh, but I actually might move it a little bit farther forward. because I do want there to be a little space in the back to put some tables, I think. This is kind of pretty. Whoop, I flipped the window. Everyone pause, I flipped the window. Okay, so I think that's really pretty, but something I do want to change. Oh no, I want to change this. I want to add some decoration. Here. There you go. Add some decoration there. Maybe I'll do it under these windows too. Oh no, that's actually a little much. Undo that. Never mind. Never mind, that's pretty. Now I also have to add a staircase because I did raise that foundation too. So we're gonna grab this one from Get Together because it matches. Oh, but before I do that though, so I learned this the hard way, is when there's an archway like that, if you were to extend a staircase like this, for example, while it was sitting there, it would move the archway, and now that would just irritate the heck out of me. So we're just gonna do that and make sure we do it away from the side here so it won't get all messed up. So that's actually really nice, but we're gonna grab this stone. So this is nice. Now I'm wondering if we should is a big word, but what I might do, I might need the tool mod for this, so I might have to do it off camera, but I'm thinking of adding shutters to the top window up here using these cottage living doors. Oh, maybe we could, oh, we might be able to do this, you guys. Hold on. We might be able to do this. It might be difficult, but we're going to try. So how to do this? See, I just sized them down. Of course, there's gaps and everything, and they're not at an angle, which is what I want. So I'm going to remove this wall. I'm going to create two little slanty walls here because that's where we're going to place the door. Now, I'm just removing these extra tiles for my own sanity because things clip very, very easily to those. Now, we're going to flip that. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to raise it 10. And I'm also going to do that to this one. Okay. So bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that really how high I made it? Those are even, right? I guess we'll find out. So now that they're raised and they're at that slant, we're going to delete these wall pieces. And I'm really hoping that these don't clip, because watch what happens. The second you... Darn it! The second you grab it, it's going to clip to a wall piece. Now, that's frustrating. It looks like raising it didn't keep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, actually, we'll just do 5. Look at that. Yay, it kind of looks like a shutter! Oh, wait, I'm really happy. All right. And then we'll do the same here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think is what I did. Get it right in there. And look, we have shutters on the windows. I did this only one other time ever in a build, and I was really proud of it. So I'm like extra proud of that right now. I think that's actually really nice. Let me just fix the wallpapers here. There we go. Look at that. We've got little shuttered windows, which I think is really, really nice because I suppose I could have used, let's see, Get Together. Like I could have used this one, this watchword window. It does have shutters. It is the same size, but even though I love this window, I like when shutters are kind of angled because it looks as though someone has actually just opened them. This one looks like you could slide the shutters closed, which is oddly enough like a modern thought in my head. So it could look nice, but I really like making my own shutters every now and then. I think that's actually really pretty. And you can kind of pretend that these doorknobs here are just the latches to latch the shutters closed. I actually really like this now. Oh, I'm thrilled. This is better than I was anticipating. I'm really happy. Okay, let's try this. Will that look okay? No, that's still a little much. I don't really like that. Okay, so we do have this exterior shape here. Now, I have no idea how long I've been filming for, but I want to try to divide this into certain parts. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to leave this part here. We have the outside structure pretty much situated, which is wild to me. I didn't think this was going to come together very well. And then what we'll do next time is we will work on the exterior where there's going to be like some landscaping. We're going to have some outside seating, and maybe we'll work on the floor plan and start furnishing, but I'm not quite sure. I kind of have to see what I want this to look like inside. So even if this part was very short, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to keep doing this even though I'm very nervous, and you guys can look forward to part 2 very, very soon, and I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.